Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Big Idea of the Week. I'm June Brockmeyer, and today I want to chat with one of the Infusionsoft certified consultants that is based in Arizona. And of course, she's one of my really good friends. Her name is Janette Gleason, and she's right here with us, taking some time to talk about small business tips and issues that other people could be facing and how you can resolve them. Thank you for joining us, Janette. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, June. Thank you for having me today.
It's wonderful having you. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we move right into the deep end.
My husband, Joe, and I own and operate four businesses now, all of which use Infusionsoft. We started a financial planning firm and tax preparation firm in 2005 and discovered Infusionsoft in 2008. So it's really changed our business so much that I became a consultant, and now I'm branching out to help other business owners implement systems and processes.
Let's talk about one of the problems or one of the issues that you commonly see with your customers or other entrepreneurs and business owners out there.
Okay, absolutely. One thing that I notice frequently when I begin working with a client is that they've been focusing so much on lead generation. How am I going to, what kind of advertising am I going to do? How am I going to capture my leads? They're focusing on SEO, pay per click. How do I, make the perfect landing page? And they're focusing so much attention, on the beginning part of life cycle marketing that they've neglected to nurture their existing database.
How do you explain that maybe to someone who thinks that they're doing it, but they don't know what they're missing?
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing that I always say is, it costs so much more money to acquire a new customer than it does to keep your existing client. So it's a matter of looking at how, first of all, how are you treating your new customers? Are you wowing them and welcoming them, making them feel like they're part of your family, and um, really nurturing them throughout the years so that you're keeping them um, as a lifetime customer.
Absolutely. And so if you were to give out a few tips to those people, I know we've talked about follow-up and engagement, and we've talked about setting up automatic emails if you have the ability to do that. Whether you have Infusionsoft or not, it's a good way to follow up and kind of get that out of your, site and forget about it a little bit. So would you have a few tips that you can give those small business owners out there, entrepreneurs that may not be able to get Infusionsoft just yet or they're not ready for it, so they can find a plan to nurture those people?
Sure, absolutely. One of the first things that I talk about is to first of all create a great first impression. Whether you have a brick and mortar business and people are coming in to see you, or whether or not whether you have an online business, what is that first impression? Because that first impression is going to make a lasting impression. So that would be one tip. It's really make sure you're greeting well, your staff is friendly, and that you're just really wowing them that their first interaction with you. Another thing that I recommend is when they become a client is to have a great welcome sequence in place. And um, one thing that I love to do and recommend to my clients is to send a card. Send a card or a gift, and it doesn't have to be something very expensive. It just could be just a slight, small token of the gratitude that you have. And that's another misconception about nurturing. We oftentimes um, think of it as we have to educate. And it's all about, well, what do I think my client or prospect needs to know? And we just send out a bunch of emails that just talk about our firm, and people don't always open their emails. So how can we do something differently? I love to send things in the mail. People's mailboxes are empty right now. And to get something on their birthday or even a couple days late, you can say, oh, happy belated birthday. Sorry, I missed you on your birthday. And just as to stand out from everything else that they're getting in their mailbox.
I think that's great, and it's valuable to notify people that, yeah, we are all virtual and social, and it's all kind of online, but why not go take a step back and do something physical that can keep your clients engaged and just know that you're there?
And it's a little more personalized, and it can be automated. It doesn't need to be a lot more work for you. One thing I recommend to my clients is just to say thank you once a day to somebody, whether it's a phone call, a handwritten card, or just a shout out on Facebook to say thank you to somebody every day.
So if people want to reach out to you, Janette, how can they do that?
They could go to my website. It's www.janettegleason.com. That's JANETTEGLEASON. Or they can email me at Janette@JanetteGleason.com. Thank you, June.
Thanks, Janette. Bye.
Bye-bye.